Hey guys, it's your girl, there's Nurse Pris, and today I have another video for you guys. I'm going to talk about journey to RN and how I became an RN in Toronto. I've been getting a lot of comments on how did you become an RN, did you go to school in Toronto and whatnot. So I decided to make a video about this. So those of you guys that are interested in nursing related topics and from someone that's Canadian, it's your sign to subscribe to my channel. I'll be producing bi-weekly videos. So there's not a lot of Canadian channels, I've realized. So if you are interested, please subscribe below. So it all started when I was in high school. I went to high school in Toronto. I went to just regular public school. During school, I made sure I took university credits. So there's university or college level credits. I just took university credits because I really wanted to make sure I opened all my doors and I was able to choose from, basically I was able to choose wherever I wanted to go and not close any doors. So in grade 11 and 12, I made sure I had university or mixed credits. At the end of grade 12, let me tell you, I did not know what I was going to do. I did not know where I wanted to go or what subject or what major I wanted to take. So after I graduated in grade 12, I did apply, but however, I just didn't want it to go to post-secondary with the undecided major, so I just took a year off. During my year off, I decided to do a few things. That summer after I graduated from high school, I upgraded my English credit. I did well in school. I think I just did average. It was like a 70 average, but to go to post-secondary, especially in Toronto, a lot of it's very competitive, so 70 wasn't cutting it. So I did summer school for English U credit, and then I knew that I just didn't want to go to school with undecided majors, so I took a Victory Lab. A Victory Lab is when you go to school even though you graduated, but you go back to high school to just, you know, upgrade your credits or take other credits that you didn't get to take. So I decided not to go to the high school I graduated from, just because the school that I graduated from was a non-semester school. So if I went to that school, I had to do a whole year, but I just wanted to do a semester. So I decided to go to this alternative school. It's called ACE One. And honestly, I really wish I knew about ACE One before, because that school was like dope. It really was more focused on each, student and how they learned, and basically they worked with you to make sure that you got the credits you need. So when I went to ACE One, I just I had to upgrade my math because I didn't do well in math. I think honestly in high school, I think I took functions, advanced functions. That was like another language to me. So to be honest, I think I failed. So I had to upgrade that. I could have took a mixed math, but since I failed it, I really felt like I had to I owed it to myself to make sure I can pass this, you know what I mean? So I took functions in my alternative school. I also took philosophy class. It was a mixed credit or university credit, I can't really remember. And also I took a music class, that was a mixed credit. So the main thing is I had to take a math credit, but I also really wanted to just boost up my average, because I had like a 70 average, and all the schools I told you in Toronto are really competitive. If you want to go to a science or any kind of major, instead of just going into an undecided major, you need to boost up those marks. So I did that for a semester, and then honestly that semester I took time to really think about what am I going to do. What I did, I researched jobs, I researched occupations, I researched basically different careers and how I was gonna get there. And at the end of all of this, I made an informed decision. I didn't just go into nursing. I did my research and I decided, you know what, I like sciences. Honestly, I think I can learn different kind of skills if I was taught, so I could be a nurse. The job market was very secured. So I decided to go with nursing. So that's how I decided to become a nurse. Okay, so after I finished my Victory Lab in high school or my alternative school, I made sure I applied nursing while I was doing it, but I got into the program. It was a good, to be honest, I think I had an average. I think my average was about mid 80s. I can't really remember. Again, that was a long time ago, okay? That was That was a long time ago, almost 10 years ago. I'm an old lady. But yeah, I got in. I know right now it's very, like, I heard crazy. Like, I heard it's crazy. It's really competitive now. But like, I got in. And I got into the Ryerson Centennial George Brown Collaborative Nursing Degree Program. So that program is a 4-year program. You can either apply to go towards Ryerson 4 years, do a George Brown Ryerson 2-year split, or Centennial Ryerson 2-year split. At the end of the day, we all get the same degree. You get a Bachelor of Science in Nursing. It's just, I guess they kind of split the program like that just because of space and resource allocation. But honestly, we all got the same degree. So I decided to go to the George Brown program. One, because George Brown, the new Waterfront campus, was brand new when I was applying to school, and I really wanted to go to a brand new school. Number two, George Brown, like, I could have gone to Centennial. It's like the Scarborough campus, but I was tired of going in. I'm from Scarborough, so I like wanted to explore a little bit, not a whole lot, but like a little bit, and I wanted to venture off and do school somewhere else that wasn't so close to home. Another thing is too, I wanted to try and see if I was gonna go and do varsity volleyball. So I applied to the George Brown program, George Brown Ryerson Collaborative program, and I got it. So the program was 4 years. Thank the Lord, I completed the program in 4 years. During my 4 years of schooling, 2 years was from George Brown, I decided to pick up and do varsity volleyball 2 years. That was nuts. So let me tell you, nursing is a very demanding program already. So basically, I didn't really do much, just volleyball, school, and also I worked too. I worked about 15 hours a week because I don't know about you guys in your situation, but I needed to work to make money to like take the bus to go to school, like literally. During school, I made sure I stayed with my parents. It kind of helped out a lot. Also, I had OSAP. OSAP is just student loans the government has in Ontario. Also apply to bursaries all the time. I'm telling you, every opportunity I can get to get free money, I did that. So I did bursaries, grants, you name it, I was there, like. But those 4 years was probably like the most busiest 4 years of my life. I didn't know when I was going through it that it was one of like the best 4 years too. Because I don't know, it's just like, you know, you were there trying to reach your goals with your friends, because I made some really good friends in nursing school, and we were living the life. We used to go to school and we used to go out and eat after every exam. I swear to God. And that was our life. Now, it's not like that. We don't have the luxury to go out and eat like that now, especially during the pandemic, but like life is so much different now. We just have different obligations and stuff like that. But anyways, I was telling you how I did varsity, and varsity was very demanding. You had practices like, I think 4 days a week, like that's just practices, and then when the games came in, it's just like a lot of, it was very demanding. So after the 2 years, I decided I couldn't do this anymore, and I wanted to focus more on basically, you know, my academics and finishing my nursing degree so I can get my life started. So after 2 years, no more volleyball, but I did decide to continue to work. Let's fast forward. After I made sure, it was like honestly a blessing that I finished my program within the 4 years, because nursing, I'm telling you, it's very challenging. So for instance, let's say one of the core nursing credits you had to take was pathophysiology. So if you failed pathophysiology, you just, let's say if you failed, the failing mark was, I think it was a 63 or 62, I could be wrong, but let's say if you failed, you don't just have to take pathophysiology again, you have to take the whole year again. Yeah, so that alone, knowing that information alone made it very stressful to be in nursing school. And honestly, nobody wants to fail it and go back a whole year. It just feels like, it was just so like a lot of stress. To be honest, when I look back on it, I don't know why we were stressing ourselves. If we failed, it's not like the end of the world. Like, you can go again. You have time to just, you know, it means maybe you just need more time to kind of learn and study the information. But like back then, while you're in it, I'm telling you, the stress was real. We did not want to fail. We did everything in our power to pass. And thank God, me and my girls, we made it through the 4 years. So let's fast forward to graduation. After we graduated, I'm telling you, that was like one of the best highlights of my life. Graduating nursing school with your people, with your girls, it's the best feeling. We graduated. But let me tell you, after you graduate school as a nurse, you just can't get a job. That's not how it works. So after you graduate, the next steps you have to do is apply for your license. So in order to apply for your license, you have to do two things. You have to pass the entry licensing exam, the NCLEX. So you have to write the NCLEX test to pass that. And then you have to write the jurisprudence exam. So the juris normally talks about it, but the jurisprudence exam is an exam that you have to write to make sure you are well known on the laws and regulations in your province, so in Ontario, that will help you be and practice safely as a nurse. So those two things you have to pass and do before you're able to apply and get a license. The jurisprudence is pretty simple. It's open book. You can go online, you can search up everything. I don't believe there's a time, and it's really cheap. I think it's like $40 or something like that. The NCLEX, on the other hand, it's a whole different situation. I have a video on that, a separate video. I believe I did it 2 years ago, but like if you want to know more about the NCLEX, you just watch my previous video. Okay, so the NCLEX and the jurisprudence, once we finish, then you can apply to the CNO, the College of Nurses, and then they will give you a license that you can work in Ontario, which you're gonna have to renew once a year. And that's pretty much it. That's like kind of my journey, and that's how the process that I went to become an RN. Yeah, I hope by sharing this information with you guys, I can help direct and help give information for people that may be considering taking nursing in the future. Those of you guys that have any questions, please leave a comment below. Anything you want to know, leave a comment below. I'll be sure and happy to answer your questions. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my video. There'll be a lot more nursing content, nursing related topics coming your way. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate you guys for tuning in. And again, stay safe and thank you.